What's up, athletes? So I wanted to take a moment to respond to a viewer and subscriber member of the community, young person named Gold Imp. Looks like a young athlete wanting to get some feedback. So I'm taking a look at the channel, a couple videos they have on fitness, and one of them says first day of trying to get down from 180 to 120 pounds in weight. So very fitness oriented goals. That's good to start with a goal and have a number that you want to get to. But Gold had left me a comment on one of the videos on the channel asking for help. So I wanted to take a look at what they got going on and then impart my thoughts on it, and we can go from there. So let's take a look.
Invention here. Where I have a couple of the bands on a PVC pole, and I twist the bands up top.
I like this right off the bat. Very innovative thinking. Maybe seen it someplace else, maybe just coming up with it on their own. But, you know, to be able to kind of put your own ideas and your own twist on what you have available, guys, is what we talk about. Do more with less. Let's keep going.
It gives you a pretty good resistance. And if you want to do higher weight, you probably want to increase the size of your PVC pole, or you want to twist your bands around the pole more, and that'll give you more resistance.
I would be careful with too much going too soon, too early, and the equipment. So the only thing I would look at is that pole might give at some point under too much resistance between this young person or any person pushing and the resistance bands that you're twirling around it. So I would probably say stick with a very forgivable band and not try to do too much. And then looking at the form as well, you definitely don't want a PVC pipe or any pipe or bar or anything aligned necessarily straight at your neck, because that could go bad if something happens to give way.
Against it, as you can see, it does work pretty dang well. I'm going to do a hold at the last area here, and then push up, and that's how you reset it. So, all pretty good right there. Okay.
All in all, I mean, I'm not mad at the drive, the want, the goal setting, any of that. All I want is for all of you athletes to be safe. Be safe when it comes to that. Situational awareness isn't just jogging outside when it's raining or it's dark or anything else. Situational awareness, first and foremost, should be in your home gyms, things like that. So that's the only thing I would be mindful of. And the only other thing that I might say, let me put this on a stand. The only other thing I might say would be, I would start just with your body weight. If you can do that, you can probably do push-ups off of a counter. If we're just looking at what that weight might provide you, you might be able to do them off of your knees. You might even be able to do them off of your feet. But sometimes let's just get the form down, the proper push-up technique. That way we don't have a bar too high up here, because it looked like it was kind of pressing here, a little high up versus down here. So guys, we know we've broken down, we've talked about the proper push-up. I'll talk it again. If you were just to push somebody, look where your hands come up. Boom, right here. They don't come out here. They don't come up here. They come right here. It's a natural spot. Look where your elbows are. They're not flared out here. So this is your push-up. This is what you would do where you would go lean against a tabletop or a counter, something that's not going to slide. Boom, right here. This is your push-up. So same thing, if you were to lay all the way flat and do a bench, this is where you want it, around that nipple area. Not too high, not too low. Resistance bands are fantastic. I do love the idea of using resistance bands. I don't know, again, how old this athlete is, but I would definitely start with just your body weight. I would start with just by moving a little bit more. I wouldn't worry about trying to do too much as far as weight lifting or things like that. But again, this is where we get the idea of working out only requires dumbbells and things like that, not necessarily. So let's see. I want to take a look at the next video.
Day 2 of trying to lose 50 pounds. Give me any suggestions you have in the comments for how I can lose this weight. I'm going to do a 30 set of the ankles. to work my side here, or my stomach.
Guys, I love this, and first and foremost, let me apologize for these janky reactions where I'm just filming my screen. There's a big glare and everything, but it's great that this person is, again, just moving the body. Let's keep it going. And look at that, going for reps. I like it.
So there's my 30. Then I think I'm gonna do 6 inches to help here, and try to lose a bunch of this. Okay.
See what else I got going on. My first time seeing it. My first time seeing it. There you go. Got a pup in the background. Got some leg lifts.
Hold this for 30 seconds.
Look at that, 30 seconds. Guys, you can see the name of the channel, so feel free to subscribe and support. Send your support. Fantastic work. Got some stuff going on in the background.
I'm gonna do more off camera of those, but then I'm probably gonna do planks after that, and this video is getting a little long, so leave any tips for losing weight, because I want to lose that 50 pounds because I look a little fat and I want to get better. Bye. Get to.
Does any of that look familiar in some form or fashion? So we saw this person doing things like this, but I mean, we're talking trunk twisters, we're talking these sort of exercises, we're talking a lot of exercises that are really kind of like what Impact does as far as higher reps and movement of the body, things like that. So I really like that. Gold Imp, what I would say and what I tell everybody is when they're talking about getting better at something, look, whether you are trying to gain muscle, whether you're trying to lose fat, whatever it is that you are trying to do, all of those wins and losses are in your kitchen. It is what you eat, when you eat it, and how much you are eating. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, I'm just saying for anybody, fast foods, sugary drinks, alcohol, all of those things, you got to cut those out. You will start to see change once you get to that point. So that's the first place that you start with the fried foods, too much of it. So what you eat, when you eat it, make sure you're not eating too much between meals. So like this is where you have like a meal, and then in between you might have a light snack, and a light snack would be like a handful of nuts or something like that, or an apple or something to hold you over to the next meal, rather than a meal. So when we're talking about eating, it doesn't always have to be a full thing. So when you're eating, don't eat too close to bedtime as well. Let those last few hours be that you're not taking food in that's just going to sit in your body. Also, after you've eaten, if you can, get up, go walk around your neighborhood or something. Go ride your bike, skateboard, something, burn off some of those calories. Maybe some of the family would start going on walks with you. Just my thoughts. That's what I do with my daughters on occasion as well. And then what you eat, when, and how much. Guys, portion control matters. And when we look at something, we look at the box, we read the nutrition, and we say, oh, it's only 100 calories. And then you eat way more of it because you didn't look that the 100 calories is for a cup of it or something. And we end up eating 4 cups. Look at just True with cereal. When you look at the nutritional value on a box of cereal, that's almost by the cup. Well, a bowl of cereal that we would pour is almost 3 cups. So you're almost eating 3 times the caloric intake. So this is why a lot of times people get out of control, because they don't really pay attention to, I guess, the math of it, if you will. And it's a simple math. I'm not a mathematician. It's just a simple math. So you got to be careful when you're talking about how much you're eating as well. If you order something, go out to dinner with the folks or something or whatever, sometimes you want to cut it in half. Leave a little, and then you can say, well, I can have that half later. So there's a lot to it, but we want to be careful, be mindful of those things. Those are the ones that you really got to be careful of. Get in those fruits and vegetables, especially for kids. It's important. So you should have the 5 servings a day, 3 vegetable, 2 fruit. Keep in mind, like, the fruits can be sugary, stuff like that. So we don't want to eat like a whole pineapple or strawberries and a bunch of stuff like that. Be mindful of those fruits as well. So I've seen too many people say, well, I had a smoothie, and then it's like the 3 most sugary fruits that you can have, and it's just a lot. So sugars are still sugars at some point, but they're way safer than white, produce sugar and all that stuff. But I digress. So I hope this helps. I hope this little bit helps. Golden Imp, the other thing that I would recommend, and this is the plug for the channel, stay tuned. Join into the lives every chance you get. And if you can't join the live because of the time frame, go look back at some of the workouts and be able to follow them. I'll start trying to label things for people to follow. I'll put it in big capitals at the beginning of the title. Follow this one. I will put in quickie as well, so you can see, okay, a quickie, that's only 30 minutes of work. I can get that in right after I get my homework and before dinner's done or something. So it's going to help. You can get up 30 minutes earlier in the morning, get that workout in before you go to school, set the tone for your day. You're going to burn more calories when you start to do that sort of stuff before your day starts. So guys, there's lots of ways to go about this, but I wanted to make sure that I responded accordingly. And I think that it's important for any athlete, but when we're talking about some young athletes or just beginners, this is where we want to go to, guys. So it's important that we help out somebody who's fighting for their own health to lose 50, 60 pounds. That's a fantastic sort of goal that I think we should all get behind here at Impact. And so we're going to leave it at that. But if you guys have anything else to add, whether it's just a thumbs up, whether it's just to keep going Gold Imp, whatever it is, if you've lost weight or you are losing weight, please make sure we show the support. This is why we show who Impact is and what our community stands for worldwide. So guys, I'm going to leave it at that. But again, please leave your ace up the sleeve in the comments, advice, comment, experience, because we've all been through one part of this or another, whether we've gone through it or seen somebody going through it. So let's continue to go. But in the meantime, I hope this finds everybody in your place. Pursuit of beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And like we like to say, HWPO. That means hard work pays off, and this is the Impact Athletics Association. So guys, in the meantime, I'm going to leave some videos and the subscription button, so share this content, and we'll see you soon. Much love to you.